want to show you 3 things that happen to people that forget. If you can learn to remember to remember, you can be a very great person. Go and interrogate every person that has failed in life. They started by attention deficit disorder. I forgot. Selective amnesia. Once you remember, you remain humble. Let me show you 3 things that happen to people that forget. Can I show you? Number 1, people that have the problem of forgetting always get demoted. People that forget, they are always demoted. Always they get demoted. I will give you practical examples. There are so many people here that would have become doctors. They even went to school to become doctors. There are people here that would have become doctors, lawyers, leaders. They even went to school to train to be doctors. You know what happened? When they entered the exam room, they forgot. They forgot the teaching of the lecturer. Because when you forget, you fail. So the doctor, the invigilator brought you an examination. They ask you, what is the role of the stomach? And you said laughing. They ask you, what are enzymes? You said dental cavity. When you forget, you are demoted. So there are people that would have been doctors. They are not doctors today. Why? They have a case of forgetting. Spiritually, when you forget, you fall. I'm telling you, even in life, if you are called to be a lawyer, if you forgot what they taught you in law school, you fail. You cannot be a lawyer. They even pull you aside and advise you, why don't you try a butchery? That is why God is saying, I am not unrighteous. I don't forget your labor of love. You know, I saw people flying. In New Brady, I saw people in heights you cannot explain. They were so rich, blessed. They were anointed. And one thing they had in common, they were people that remember their God. I have interrogated what happens to people before they become rebellious. I started wondering, is it a demon? Is it that? And I settled on one thing. They all forgot. You forgot that somebody joined your wedding. You didn't even have money. Somebody took you to pay dowry. You didn't even have 10 shillings. When you forget where you're coming from, you lose the way of where you are going. You know, you thought I was telling you that the problem is sickness, the problem is poverty. No, forgetfulness. Forgetfulness. The way you used to cry to God, hey God, if you leave me, I will become nothing. You forgot. Now you tell people 7 steps of making it. When they ask you, how did you become who you are? You say, do you have a whole day? So that I can show you the various things that I put in place before I emerged my emergence. When you see me, you should see an emergency. Somebody shout mercy. It took the mercy of God. Never forget that it took the mercy of God. The way you look now, you have all of it together. If God did not touch you, you would be a prostitute. I'm telling you, it is mercy that has made you sober. You, that now you have a dollar account, shout mercy. That now you are married, shout mercy. That you have children, shout mercy. Forgetfulness is a cancer. It is a cancer. Some of you even forgot vows you had made. Nowadays, you are heading, you are in front of the line of people that are fighting the church and men of God. You forgot that someone prayed for you. Someone prayed for you. You know, when people forget, they fight what made them. You even forgot your marriage vows for sicker, for healthier, for poorer, for richer. Now, today, because there is no sweet bread in the kitchen, you are leaving. You are leaving because the job ended. Me, what am I doing with a joker like you? You forgot. You forgot that we were hustling together. Never forget what God has done. When people forget, they are demoted. Listen, when you forget, you become proud. Did you know that pride is a fruit of forgetfulness? We are dealing with roots. I remember a guy that I was praying for some time back. When I met them, their marriage was scattered for years. Okay? Scattered for years. And I'm the one that looked at them and said, no, you need to return to your wife. I said, no, that woman is a demon. I said, no. When you found that she was not a demon, you must have contributed to the demoniac. I called the wife, I said, you return back to your husband. He said, no, that is Satan. Listen, I minister to these people. I'm giving you practical stories. Until they were reconciled and they began to prosper. They prospered, they changed cars. Money came into their life. Yeah. Then they forgot. Let me tell you something. They forgot. And in another season of their life, the people that fought me the most were these particular ones. So I'm trying to reconcile. Father, what is it? Is it the devil? Is it something I did? And God said, no, son, it is the trend of forgetfulness. When you forget, you lose values. Never forget. There are things you should hang. That is why the 10 commandments were on rock tablets. So that you don't forget. There are things you don't forget. When you forget, you are demoted. Can you say demoted? Do you remember the story of Esther? Esther was trained by Mordecai until she became a princess. The day that Mordecai needed help, Esther had forgotten. She said, you know, I can't go before the king. The protocol does not allow. Mordecai said, hey, remember. Wait, remember. Can you pinch your neighbor for me? Say, remember. Oh. When you forget, number one, you are demoted. Nobody will be demoted in New Bridge City Chapel. I said nobody will be demoted in New Bridge City Chapel. Let me show you number two. When you forget, before I leave here, demotion. Remember, do you remember how David overcame Goliath? Do you know that David beat up Goliath because of remembrance? When Goliath came and said, am I a boy? Do you bring me? Am I a dog? You bring me a boy. David faced him and said, listen, I remember when I kept my father's flocks. When a lion came, I went after it and struck it. When a bear came, when you remember, you stay anointed. When you're about to backslide, this is what God says. Remember the height from which you have fallen. Remember your first love. What you forget has an ability to demote you. I saw a scripture that God is speaking to the children of Israel. When you go to the land that I have given you, remember the Lord your God. Remember the Lord. You are not self-made. If it were not for God, you would be naked on the street picking papers. People that forget, number two, they become murmurers. Murmurers. Any place you find murmuring, the spirit of forgetting is there. Do you still like me? How many of you like me? How many of you like me a lot? When you find murmuring, even in a marriage, people have forgotten. The other day, your wife was the apple of your eye, the crisps that you chew and crush. Today, when you say I bind the devil, you mean your wife. You mama. Do you know when you forget, the thing that attracted you becomes the thing that annoys you? The thing that attracted you becomes How many people have begun to remember in this way? May you receive the spirit of remembrance. Number two, When you forget, you become a murmurer. Can I put a scripture for you that is interesting? Put up for me Psalm 78 verse number 40. Clear your throat, everybody. And grieved him in the desert. Verse number 41. Yes. 42. What did they not do? When you don't remember, you provoke Jehovah. Read it again. 1, 2, go. Verse number 43. Verse number 44. 45. 46. 47. Now listen, I want you to understand something. God is recounting the things he did for these people. Yani mumesahau nilichapa watu, nikawaharibia mimea, nikawapatiana kwa kunguni, umesahau. Sahi unaniambia kama if there is God, let him come. You have forgotten the power of God because you don't have rent today. You forgot that there is a day you didn't even need rent. You needed $1 million and it came supernaturally. But you're ready to backslide because of 12,000. You don't like the sermon today. You have forgotten that I have preached better sermons before today. That there is a day I preach and you are all standing. But today I'm preaching for remembrance. You are not standing. You are forgotten. You are wondering, is that anointed today or what? Yeah, this message is anointed. It's just that you have forgotten. Sit down. Come and see best of friends when they are fighting. There's a day they are BFFs forever. BFFFF. BF squared. And there's a days I realized you are the problem in my life. You are a witch. God is saying you forgot my power. People that forget, they begin to murmur. You know, I came to realize that there are things God hates. He hates people that forget. He hates murmurers. I didn't know. I thought that it's only men that don't like murmuring. Let me tell you something, women. We don't like murmurers. Just the other day, I bought you a pizza, the 16-piece pizza. Today, I don't have money for a packet of meal, and you're murmuring. When did I become wicked? Let us go to the apostle. Let's go for the other day we were in holiday. You are saying, Aki baby, Aki take me. Today you are saying, Satan, where are you from? People that forget. The other day my kids were trying to pull attitude on me that because I take them for ice cream and movie, I said, today I'm busy. And they were all like, it's like they're about to fire me from being a father. I said, come here, Gigi, Angel, Jesus, sit down. What did I buy you for your birthday? You, what did I do for you last week? By the end of the lecture, Dad, forgive us, we love you. In fact, today we don't want ice cream. I was teaching them, don't take me on that guilt trip. I just didn't want to tell them I don't have money. I was saying, listen, remember when there was money. People that remember remain happy. People that don't remember, they are unhappy people. Complainers, murmurers. Go and see the things that make marriages end today. Nonsense. Ati, we have come, we have irreconcilable differences. You ask them, who has cancer? Nobody. I just cannot stand or sit that this man, anywhere there is murmuring, there is forgetfulness. I'm telling you, God told me, go and talk to Newbury. I have 14 damage control sermons. Between now and anniversary, I will just be dealing with threats. Threats. God said to me, son, as you mention those things, I will restore everyone that is demoted. I will restore everybody that has suffered loss. I will bring them back where they were, if they can remember where they were. Umesahau. Umesahau haraka sana. Umesahau. When people leave a church, can I tell you something? They never say anything good about that church. They only tell you one thing that offended them. They don't tell you the day they had HIV and they were healed. They don't tell you the day they got a prophetic word. They don't tell you in New Breed I came, I was single, I got my wife. They don't tell you I had cataracts, I couldn't see, glaucoma. I had a problem of boils in private unspeakable places. When they are destroying you in Java, they don't mention that the guy is anointed. They forget.